Why
Sure.
do we need to wear sunscreen every day indoors and
My
outdoors?
God, the reasons not to wear sunscreen is shorter. Okay. So for those who are like, my great grandmother never wore sunscreen. The world changes, right? The climate is changing. Our cloud cover is changing. Our practices are changing. There weren't indoor lights with our great grandmothers. There certainly wasn't blue lights from gadgets, right? So
Exactly.
the newer studies, this is very interesting because my mother, I think, was one of the first, if not the first, to really start researching indoor light and its effect on causing melasma. Those are studies in the 90s, and they're still cited today. But some of the recent, so it's picked up, a lot of the recent research now on visible light, gadget light, blue light, shows that indoor light is not just highly contributed to melasma, but might be one of the top causes of asthma. So if you're concerned about dark blotches, melasma, sunscreen daily is absolutely necessary. Also, UVB is what you get when you're lying out in the sun. In Tagalog, we say making babad there in the sun to tan or whatever. Um, that's just UVB. That's what you get on a bright, relatively cloudless day.
Yes.
UVB does not get through windows. It doesn't get through your car windshield, but it is very damaging. It causes skin cancer for sure. It causes, photo aging, the wrinkles, the dark spots, and all that. But UVA can actually be more damaging because it penetrates deeper. So it can cause, of course, skin cancer. All the things I mentioned, it can cause suppression. It's got a lot of issues. And UVA can come through the window, can come through clouds. So
Yeah.
even on a cloudy day, there's UVA. So it's reused. And the problem with skin cancer, a lot of, I think, Filipinos and people of color, we're not we're not hearing check for skin cancer, right? It's mostly very, very, very pale people, usually of European descent, Northern European, like that. And they're used to doing mold checks, they're used to doing skin cancer checks. People of color aren't. And it's a concern because if you're
Could be
not
stars.
used to checking for skin cancer, by the time you find it, it can be late and harder to treat. Once it's in your bloodstream, there's nothing to remove. It's problematic, right? So if you are a very pale person or of Caucasian, as European descent, you want to see your dermatologist regularly to do a skin cancer check and a mole mapping. If you are darker skinned, look for things, especially in the nails, like discolorations in the nail beds, in the hands and fingers. Like if you, and look at your moles, definitely. Just have them check. Just get a mole mapping to make sure they're not growing and they're not changing shape or color. And just, use your sunscreen diligently every single day, indoors or out.
May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month.
May skin cancer
But you have to
awareness
be
month,
aware
but we
all the
have to
time.
be aware all the time. And mole mapping and skin cancer screening is available here at VMV Skin Research Center.
Here in Makati. I also additionally, sun damage is cumulative. I remember this from a skin
Yes.
sites. So it's cumulative and you can reverse it. So you can you have to make sure to just not get sun damage in the first place because you can't reverse it.
Yeah.
So that's another case for
Melasma is so stubborn.
You can reduce the risk over time for sure, but yeah, it is cumulative. So even a bad sunburn in childhood can increase your risk as you get older.